Good evening and welcome in to the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies awesome Divination Shakti virtual summit. It's the numbers game today, people. And no, here it's not about sweepstakes, speculation, or a game of chance. It is about the very well known and popular branch of knowledge that deals with the occult significance of numbers, numerology. Numbers have deep significance in our lives, whether we are aware of it or not, and irrespective of whether we have liked or disliked maths in school or not. In fact, mathematics and therefore numbers is considered to be the language of the universe. To quote Nikola Tesla, if you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have the key to the universe. Well, there is one key you can definitely get for yourself. How? With numbers. How, again, you ask? That's what our expert here today will tell us. At the peak of her career, she switched from a corporate background to the work she does today. Her readings, solutions, remedies, and guidance are realistic and applicable to handle day-to-day real-life pressures, situations, and feelings. An empowerment coach, DNA astrologer, tarot reader, and numerologist, she says life is a dance between the comfort zone and the big wide world, filled with opportunities, and both are equally important. She has successfully supported clients through this dance, helping them live a fulfilled life, and is here today to lead us on a merry dance with numbers, with missing numbers, and the power to complete your life. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for and join me in giving a warm Mystic Lotus welcome to the lovely Nehaa Goyal. Hi Neha, welcome in.
Hello, Neelu. Hello, everybody. Namaskar. How is everybody doing on this beautiful Tuesday, Mangalvar, the day of Mangal, everything auspicious? So happy to be a part of this summit and speak about something which is very close to my heart, which is numerology and numbers. Excited to be here and excited to give a lot as well.
Awesome and excited, obviously, to have you here. And we have people from all over the country and overseas as well. We've just said hello to Virginia in USA. And starting off, obviously, this is the conversation we're going to be having. I do want to ask, corporate world, this work, what about numerology is it that attracted you to it now?
Thanks for asking me this question, Neelu, because yes, to naked ears, it feels like quite a jump. But for me, it has always been something which interested me. Also because I was very curious as a person, as all of us should be, about ourselves, about our surroundings. And it is that element of curiosity which I understand better now where it is coming from, because I'm doing what I'm doing in terms of my numbers, which led me to explore this world of what people today call the occult science, of which numerology is a part of. And the more I explored this curiosity, the more I realized that what we call magic, what we call mystic, is actually out there for us to unravel. Let me give you a very short example, which just opened my mind at the beginning of my career of this particular stream, is that, so we speak about numerology, and just the very fact that numbers are always interacting with us. How? Let me give you an input on that. So if you look at your own human anatomy, which is right in front of you, if you will open your camera and just have a look at yourself, what magic is working through us, wherein we have 2 eyes and not 3, or 1 nose with 2 nostrils and not 2 noses with 3 nostrils. So understanding all of this, I realized that, yes, it's true. We are made on some miraculous, mysterious, and also sacred numbers. You see, geometry, which I don't know about everybody else. When I was in school, it used to intimidate me. They made it all complicated. but, but when I started to understand the same geometry in terms of sacredness, in terms of it flowing through me and decoding that through my numbers, through my date of birth, or through my name, it just everything just fell into place. And while I was doing that, while I went deeper into that, I already come from a background of research and also going deep into ancient wisdom. The combination that I saw of it over there, plus combining it with neurolinguistic programming and various other things, I just thought that, wow, this is a solution which needs to go out there to everybody who is looking to empower themselves, is looking to be aware and reverse the course of life in terms of instead of life living you, for you to live life. So that is how I got into this, and that is how I feel that numbers are very magical. Another example, you see, we speak about, like, everybody has heard, and these days it's out there on the internet that one means this, two means that. But let me help you look at it within you, right? So what is that one organ that is one in our body? It's the heart, right? So heart is not a pair. It's not like we have two hearts. It's not dependent on something else for it to function. In terms of, yes, of course, it's connected with everything else, but in itself, it can work properly as well, which is how a number one person would also be, that they would be leaders. They can function on their own versus somebody who's a number two. So what is a number two in our body? Let's look at kidneys. They come in a pair, right? They're interdependent on each other. It is said that one kidney can function without the other, but not optimally. And which is exactly what happens with number two, that they work in pairs. They prefer working in a team. They prefer having a plus one. So just this basic understanding, and then the combination of all of this working with us, which is actually decodable through our date of birth and through our name, it just opens up, like a box, which we now can use either to empower ourselves or to just be a slave to it. And I'm here to help you empower yourself with the same box of facilities that you're born with.
Lovely, lovely. And Neha, we so greatly appreciate that you're here to empower us with this. I know that you've helped many across time. However, what is the impact? The same thing that you are helping empower people with, what is the impact it has had in your life?
So you see, I belong to this background of corporate world. And in that too, I was doing sales. Now, sales, the thing with sales is that I'm sure every other work is hardcore as well, but mine is accountable on a daily basis. Like, what are the numbers that you're getting on the table according to which an organization functions? So my last assignment was with media. I was working with Hindustan Times. And while I was doing that, there came a point where I wanted to look around and do something else. Remember the curiosity that I was speaking about? Today, I know that from which number is it coming from? That was my blueprint. So the first thing that I did was actually to align my blueprint of that number with my identity. Now, what is my identity? How do you know me? You know me as Neha Goyal. You don't know me as my date of birth. That is something which is working at the background, right? Or if I introduce my birthday to you, which in itself is like, who does that? So my identity for you is, for everybody else, is my name. So the first thing that I did was that I aligned my name to myself, to my blueprint, and also what I wanted to do in my future. And for everybody else, including you, Neelu, have a look at my name. It has a double A, right? So NEH double A. And also my family spells Goyal as Goel. I spell it as Goyal. So basically, what am I doing? Now, when you look at my name, or now when I'm signing off anything with my name, I'm signing it off as my new identity, which is now aligned with my numerology blueprint. And that is how I have been able to successfully not just help myself, but others too. Because of, so it's often I think of it as, how there were these cryptic ciphers in the ancient times, that if you would move them a particular way, they would click and there would be a secret message inside. That is exactly how I visualize numerology to be. That if somehow you are able to know that perfect alignment which you're supposed to do, it will click and your secret message will come out, which people call vision, they call life purpose, they call soul desire, whatever you can call it. That's how I've been able to use it.
Nice. You mentioned something, you mentioned blueprint, and I will come back to that. You also said, so you added an extra A and you now spell Goyal and write it very different from how your family writes it.
Right.
How did that decision making happen that I have to add one more A and I'm going to change Goyal to this spelling because of this alignment? What was missing that you required this alignment?
Right. I think you actually touched the pulse here, Neelu, and which we are going to speak about today also, the missing point. So the cipher that I was speaking about, what is missing in my alignment, and how do I introduce it in my energy field? Because at the end of the day, all of us humans are energy field. It's been proven by science that we all exude some energy. That the spoken words that we have, that has energy. So while I'm speaking, there's a vibration which is coming out. So while I say Neelu, it's a particular vibration which is coming out. Right. Or even while I read your name, Neelu, there's a particular vibration which is clicking in my brain, right? With which I have sealed you or I have identified you. And imagine if there is a frequency which is missing in this entire blueprint, but however, I have a particular vision. And if only I introduce this energy, I will be able to click my cipher, which will now open and the secret message will reveal. That is, I think, was one of my biggest takeaway from numerology. That can I introduce that energy in my field with external resources and help myself not just align my life to the purpose, also kind of try and make it a bit easier for me, because why should everything be tough, right? I mean, I'm not saying that it immediately stepped into that easiness, like the karmic imprints do play out as they do, but still, it just fastened the process. Wherein a missing number, I mean, if this particular frequency, which I introduced thus from my name, and it can be introduced through various things, depending upon the calculations and what we want at that particular point in our life. Once we do that, and once we start engaging with that field on a regular basis, where there are techniques to do that, and we introduce that missing number in our entire system, we are able to decipher, or let's say, just open up the doors of opportunity for ourselves.
Nice.
So missing number, that was the pulse.
Nice, interesting. And you mentioned frequency quite often. By frequency here, the number is the one that's giving the frequency, and therefore the rest that falls into place. Right?
Absolutely.
We'll want to come back to this as well, because there's like so much running through the head right now. I do want to come back to the fact that you mentioned this thing called blueprint. So what is blueprint? What is this? What is this numerology blueprint that you're talking about? Like, what is it and how important is it?
Okay, so what is a blueprint? What is a blueprint of, so we've heard of a blueprint of a house or a building, right? So what is it? It's a foundational thing around which everything else is built. That is exactly
foundational design.
Exactly. Right. That is exactly what numerology blueprint is also, around which you are built, around which your life circumstances are built, around which your entire karmic play out is built. And I would want to help you as a neuro-linguistic programming coach. I will want to help you visualize it. So if you would look at this screen in a minute, and for everybody's focus to be here as well. So when you look at this picture, okay, what is the feeling that you all get? Do type either in the comment section or in the Telegram group, and I'll read it out. When you look at this picture of this person with all these ties trying to do stuff, what is the feeling? What is the feeling that you get?
I'll take you through that, Neha. We'll get back There's Diksha says, in a hurry. Shruti says, stuck in his own race. Vikram says, sad, stressed, tense, in a hurry. Mamta says, speed. Interesting.
Yes. Yes. Very, very interesting. So when you look at this person, the kind of things which comes to our mind is that this person is running for something. There's a lot of energy being utilized in doing something. And we also see stress on his face, right? Now,
Bhuvnesh is actually, Neha, written saying getting obstacles in reverse. And Jyoti, as you just said, running. Jyoti has also written running.
yes.
And Achal, all questions on the Telegram group, please, all comments on the Telegram group. Thank you. Yes, Neha.
Right. You see, so as we say that, like in Hindi, they say, no, life ki daud mein bhag rahe hain. They're running the race of life. That's exactly what it feels like. Now, let me help you have a look at this other picture, which I want to show you.
And let me just tell you very quickly, Neha, Nikki's written being held back. Somebody else has written tied up at different points. Someone says struggling, and somebody else whose name is only actually showing up as a number is has written saying running for life. And Rajnikant says trying to move ahead, but pull back. All right. And here's the next image that you asked for me.
Right. Okay. Now, what does this picture, how does this picture where this lady is tethered and is also free flowing, how does this picture make you feel?
Well, at first glance, it's almost like there's a free fall happening. But if you actually look at it, there's a safety harness there as well.
Right.
Right. So Jyoti is written, right. Freedom. Shruti is written excited. Vikram's written happy, relaxed, bold, free. Vandana says fulfillment. Jashi says free fall, yet safe. And Nikki says freedom.
Absolutely. So free fall, yet safe. Now, coming back to your question, Neelu, that what exactly is a blueprint? When we do not know our blueprint, when we do not know our base, our strengths, our weaknesses, it often feels like that we are running the race of life visionlessly. That it's almost as if something is tying us back and we wish we knew better, how to make better decisions, how to live a more aligned life, how to know the cryptic message with which I am born so that I can put myself on those decision-making paths. That is when you feel the way you do in the first place. And once you know these karmic imprints, once you know your blueprint, it's almost as if somebody has handed you the manual of your life to help you understand that, hey, honey, these are your motivations. This is what you need to know. This is what you can expect in the coming days. This is your vibration, your frequency. These are your strengths, opportunities, weaknesses. You will still have the circumstances which are coming to you, but now they will feel as if that person is now bungee jumping. Like with some faith, there is freedom, there is fulfillment, and there is a sense of I am now being taken care of, because maybe certain things do not show up to me right away, but I know eventually it's aligned to my purpose and I will make it happen. That's the difference. That is the blueprint, and that's the difference between somebody who knows it and somebody who's yet to discover.
Interesting. And I loved the connotation that came in with just looking at the image, because I think made a huge difference. Because like you said, blueprint, what's holding you back from your safely secured free fall? Safely secured free fall. What's holding you back? This is the frequency that is not in alignment, and that is why your numerology blueprint is important. And this is where, again, frequency would be, for example, the missing numbers, the frequencies that are missing, and therefore your full capacity is not there.
Yes, your full potential is not coming out. If only, how sometimes we sit back and we say, if only I had, if only, my career would have been good, if only my family support was there, or I knew how to make better emotionally balanced decisions. That's the magic of missing number that I have seen. And also people whom I've worked with have seen that when that is introduced, what happens, what changes and shifts.
Right. And of course, people, we will get to experience this in a quick bit as well. Few more questions for Neha, especially for all of your understanding. I do want to ask very quickly, Neha, there are numbers and then there are numbers. So do you have like a favorite number?
Right. Yeah, beautiful numbers 1 to 9, all are my favorite. Yes, I know it might sound like a cliche answer. However, Neelu, I have experienced in my personal life and also with what I know in terms of my qualification as a numerologist, that every number has a power. Every number has an energy. Now, it just depends that one, as we have been discussing, that how aligned are we with that energy and how we are utilizing that particular energy. So I have seen beautiful results with couple of such numbers which generally are popular for being tough. I have also seen reverse results in terms of experiences in life for those numbers which are generally considered to be good numbers to have or lucky numbers. So in as a whole, I have realized it does not, if I know how to utilize the energy of that particular number well, I can bring out something or scoop out something from all these numbers. Therefore, all numbers are favorite for me.
Right. You just
I love them all.
mentioned, the apparently difficult numbers and the apparently easy numbers. You've seen them. That's how they're generally known. You've seen
Right.
the reverse happening. Give us an example, Neha.
Yeah. So, okay. So, you know how generally there is a bad press for number 8 and number 4, that wherein number 8 brings in delays. It's Saturnian number. Number 4 is Rahuvian number. So it brings in a lot of instability. And wherein, on the other hand, there is a lot of good press for something like a number 1 or a number 3, that 1 brings in leadership qualities, 3 brings in wisdom. I have often seen number 8 doing beautifully. Like once you know that your missing link, the missing number that we were speaking about, that once in your blueprint, you know your missing number and other remedies, supported with other remedies, the same number 8 will shower you with blessings, will shower you with financial support, stability, and decision making power. 8 is a number of power. How to reach that highest power? Similarly, as I said, that, even number 3, I have seen people having, for example, if number 3 is multiple times in a particular chart, in a numerology chart, that can give liver issues, that can give issues of overqualification, but always thinking that I don't know enough. So it's all about how we use it. It's all about what I need to introduce in my life through missing numbers. And it's all about what I need to let go of in my life, or even with what I have, even if it is in a balance way, where to utilize what. So once you decipher or untrip that message of yours, you can make use of every number.
Fantastic. In fact, I'm just going to quickly, in fact, Vasudha is here. I can see she's on with her video, because I was going to just ask you, so blueprint, all right, I have a blueprint of my life. Is that just for, okay, read it, or does it actually impact me, us on a daily basis? Are we able to change anything for our futures, for ourselves? So Neha, what say we get Vasudha on and hear from her?
Absolutely.
Okay. Vasudha, I've sent you a request.
Yeah, thank you, Neil. Thank you so much for sending me the request to attend.
Hi, Vasudha. So you've done sessions with Neha, and we'd love to hear about the impact of numerology blueprint in your life.
So I'm really thankful to Neha to call me on this platform where I get an opportunity to speak. So it's been like a 360 degrees change in me. Before I met Neha, I was completely directionless. I was full of debt. I had a lot of EMIs to pay. I had too many liabilities to do. And I didn't know what I need to do. I didn't know where I do, because I'm a single mother raising a 6-year-old child, and I had too many things going on when I met Neha. So that's when I used to see her on Instagram. So I just told her, hey, Neha, can you just do a reading for me? And can you help me? And she very heartwarmingly said yes. And the moment she told me about the remedies, the numbered meditations, which she is really, really good at, and I have not seen somebody telling our difficulties in such a simplified manner. This is what Neha does. So she always makes us feel कि तुम्हारी life में difficulty है, but it's not so difficult. Don't worry, there is a remedy for it. So she always has this empowering talk, and it's really amazing the community that she has. Everybody's super supportive, and she's always kept all of us very close. So after I did the Numero meditation and the other remedies that Neha told me, today I have an established career wherein I am a personality decoder. I'm a graphologist. I study handwriting signature. And color analysis. So I help people to reach their true potential via handwriting. So Neha, I'm really thankful to you for giving me that direction, for making me realize what are my strengths and how I had to work on. And I'm really thankful to this wonderful community that she's built where everybody is super supportive. There is a guidance always available. If I get lost somewhere, I know that Neha is always there to help me. Her remedies really work wonder. So all this happened in just like maybe span of 3 months. So the moment I started taking the number readings, the meditations, the numerology MP3, the other remedies, so I could see that within a month my patterns were changing, and within 3 months I was able to establish myself. And today I've even quit my 9 to 5 job. So I'm completely working on my own. I'm my own boss. I've developed this wonderful leadership skills because of this numerology MP3. And it's simply amazing. Like everybody, even my relationship problems have sorted after I did the remedies with me. Just that one message that she always tells us, like she does this empowerment to always makes us independent in terms of decision making. She always wants us to be able to take a wise decision that we want for our life. And this is what, since last 2 years, I've not been dependent on anyone. I take my own decisions. I decide my own life. I achieve my own goals.
Fantastic. Kudos to you, and to you, Neha, for helping, for getting Vasudha to where she is right now. Thanks so much, Vasudha. Neha, is there anything you'd like to say to Vasudha before we say bye to her?
Yes, no, thank you, Vasudha, for sharing your experience. I actually did not know that over a period of time, so much has shifted for you. And I'm so happy to see that. More success to you. And for everybody, I would just like to add one thing. This is exactly what knowing that missing frequency and including it with customized remedies. Customized remedy, that's the key. It's not one remedy works for everybody, right? Because that is the idea of having a blueprint. My blueprint, irrespective of even if I'm born on the same date, might be very different from someone else's blueprint. And one might ask, how? Well, because my name is different. Everybody is not called Neha Goyal, right? Everybody is not called Neelu or Vasudha. So even if you're born on the same date, there could be a different blueprint that is figuring out for you. And in my remedies, I utilize these techniques as missing number, as extra number, or whatever else that I know, including the wisdom that I have from other scopes of my life in terms of neurolinguistic programming and life coaching, and which is what, something which we're going to speak about very soon is going to be also, which is not available anywhere else, right? Which is all based on the idea, Neelu, that how can I empower you to eventually decide for your own self that whether you want to take this direction or you don't want to take this direction. So my guidance is always available. That is that is the community which Vasudha is speaking about. Thank you for bringing that up, Vasudha. It's always there. But I also eventually want you to be interdependent rather than codependent. That's my message, that awareness is empowering.
Right. Lovely. And thank you. You already mentioned, because since Vasudha mentioned remedies and then she mentioned the numerology MP3, I was actually just going to ask about that obviously, Neha, numerology, getting to know your life path number, your destiny number, it's a dime a dozen. It's available across the internet. You can go, you can check it, and you'll get, okay, this is my 6 and that is my 7 and this is my 8 and that is my 9. So to establish for everybody else, because I know what a standout you are, but we want everybody to hear from you what sets you apart, Neha, from what is just there.
Hmm. So
हिंदी
thank
में
you.
बोलते हैं what makes you हटके.
Hatke.
हटके. So please.
Neelu, thank you so much for bringing that up. And you're absolutely right. Numerology is not an upcoming science, it's pretty popular now. The difference between that, which is already been happening, excellent. Maybe there are a couple of people out here who have already got their numerology reading done. And the difference between that and me is first that while I'm giving you solutions, it's not only that they're not generic solutions, it is also that I'm adding a spice of something which only I can provide, which is neuro-linguistic programming techniques to help you work on the root cause of the problem, such that the shifts which come to you, which Vasudha also spoke about, are relatively faster. Why? Because you're working on your foundation. You're working at a brain rewiring level through these numerology MP3s, which I have very mindfully curated, utilizing ancient wisdom, utilizing the magic of music. So there's a particular music which I have found out with my studies, which works for a particular number,
Right.
and neuro-linguistic programming in terms of what are the you can say suggestions that will work for you for your foundation. It's almost as if you're born with a DNA, and if I provide it with that missing value, missing number that we have been speaking about, that it will open up.
Right.
That it will open up its magic for exactly the way you will want it. So I haven't seen anyone else providing you that so far. The second thing is the community that we speak about so far. Like all of you, I was also an explorer at some point in my life. I wasn't born a numerologist. It was, as I said, that 15 years I worked with the corporate world. So there was a missing link that I realized was there, which is that once the reading has happened, and while I'm doing the remedies, obviously the reason I go to somebody is because there's something that I'm facing, which I feel incapable of handling on my own. So now that the reading has happened, now that I've got the remedies, and I also get some sort of a support before I get to that stage of empowerment. So that was a missing link which I saw, that after the reading, the person was, due to whatever reason, was not available, which is the link which is the gap that I have linked with my dream community group. So what happens over there is that apart from, so I share a lot over there. On a daily basis, I'm constantly learning from the universe, from my teachers, and in different modalities. And probably the missing link sometimes is obviously the remedies which have been given to us, which are customized, but also that little extra which we want our brain to, like it's almost as if a message which keeps coming to our brain, so that we are aligned and aligned. We are aligned today, we are aligned tomorrow, we are aligned a month later, we are aligned a year later, which
Right.
is what I have been able to establish with this stream community.
Right.
And again, this is something, the activity in it, the extra that I provide, which I provide because I want to provide, right? Because I want to bridge that gap, which I haven't seen so far being provided to that extent anywhere else. So while I'm utilizing the same science, I'm adding a dash of my double A in it.
Absolutely. And in fact, just in a nutshell, basically what is happening here is that, sure, you can get a free numerology report anywhere, but the difference between I don't want to spend money on this, I can get it for free, why should I make this investment? The difference is that, and correct me if I'm right here, Neha, even if you can somehow find out what your missing number is, you can somehow get a free report, you'll read it. Say you have a missing number 3, maybe. You'll find some general remedy somewhere. Do you also know that if you do not do the remedies properly under proper guidance, you could actually mess things up? Correct me if I'm right here.
You're absolutely right, Neelu. The only reason why, yeah, you're right that, okay, so very important point brought up. And thank you for bringing this up because oftentimes what happens is, just to give you a short example, okay, somebody, let's say, has a combination of an 8 and a 2, okay, wherein we see that if we give them a number 3, it will be helpful for them. And so now, while I'm formulating this remedy of number 3, I cannot ignore the energy of number 8 and 2. So,
Correct.
wherein for someone, a mantra will work. For someone else, feeding a cow will work. For someone else, this number 3 energy will come by chanting a particular thing, right? Or gifting a particular thing. And all of that, in any case, I have taken care of in my numerology MP3.
Right.
Right. So now what happens is that not only is it a solution, but it is a customized solution wherein it's almost as if somebody has peeped into your brain to see what exactly will work for you. Believe it or not, Neelu, I once had somebody who came to me saying that, Neha, music does not work for me. When I listen to the sound of flute, it does not work for me. I cannot do that. I cannot do this thing.
Right.
Right. So then when I asked them for their number and I found out something, then I had to give this person another remedy. Another remedy, as in, like, this was for the first time that I was giving this person a remedy that do this. The same person now comes to me and says, because see, music is universal. You also do, I did not want to leave that person with this thought that music does not work for me.
Right.
So there was something which we found out in this person's blueprint, something which was missing, which when we included, not only did this person started to become fond of music, but music, what does it say? Music says rhythm in life. This person got back the rhythm in life.
Which was what
That's
was
how
missing
customized.
for that person. Nice. Interesting. Interesting. And people, we will experience this right here, right now. To sum it up for everybody, Neha is the person to go to because what you get is personalized for you. And this is not to say, dearest people, that when there is a general forecast or a general solution given, that it's not going to work. When somebody like Neha also gives you a general solution, it's the kind of solution that, or a tip or anything, it's the kind that with the use of which is not going to, if you overdo it or underdo it, it's not going to harm you in any way. That's how simple her solutions are also. Okay. So that coming up, as I had mentioned right at the beginning, that there is a lovely gift, the Numerology 2023 forecast that we have already received from Neha. What's in store for us right now is actually going to be, Neha, tell us, what are we going to do right now?
Okay, Neelu, so we are about to step into 2023. And there were certain predictions that I had earlier made for 2022, which, and also earlier before that, 2021.
Right. Right.
And just to say that 80% of them came true. And today, with all of us, I'm going to share certain energy imprints, the blueprint of 2023. So if everybody is ready, if everybody says a yes in the Telegram group, we will begin with that, if that's okay.
I'm sure the yeses will come in because before the yes, please has come in. See, before that, Vaishali is asking for details. Chandan's asking for teaching details. Hang in there, people. We're going to do this and we will bring up what's in store for all of us today. And yeses are in. Thank you, Shruti, Purvi, Vikram, Bhuvnesh, Soma, Nikki, Sandeepan, Vaishali, everybody. Big thank you for your yeses. Even when one person says yes, it's the group that's being said yes for. So yes.
Yes.
Yes, Neha, let's do this.
Awesome. So first of all, why I ask for this yes, because whenever we are renditioning an information, some wisdom, everybody has to be karmically aligned to receive it. And which is how we open up the energy of receptivity, which is exactly what 2023 is going to bring with it. So 2023, it all adds up to plus 0, plus 2 plus 3, it adds up to a 7. While it does add up to a 7, we will also look at the 2s and the 3s here. 7, as far as Vedic numerology, which is what I do, is the number of the graha, the planet Ketu. Now, Ketu is an energy which can be utilized for or against us. Ketu is basically going back to the roots, the moola. So in this particular year, in 2023, you would see that if anybody, if it's you, if it's anybody around you who has been living a surface life, the root will want to pop up. The root will want to come up. So in a simple way, saying that, let's say if somebody has been having a headache year on year, this is the year you will be able to, if you put in an effort, you will be able to decode the root cause, the root problem of it. This is a year which is good for traveling, because that is exactly what Ketu does. Ketu becomes a bit unstable or unstable when it is at one place. It wants to go around, it wants to experience. It also wants to dig deep. So it's going to be a very good year for researchers. Also for you to research on yourself, for you to go back, for example, and connect back with your DNA, with your karmic imprints. These are the kind of themes which will come out. You will see, if you've so far heard karma is this, karma is that, you will speak more, you will see more conversation happening around karmas, around generations, lineages, around family trees. There might also be new inventions in terms of DNA activation. There will be an upsurge of occult science anyways. One reason why that could happen is also because number 7, as I said, it does bring in a little instability. So for people who don't have a strong foundation, they might have a tendency of going into depression, who don't know who they are. So they might have they might have a identity crisis due to the situations that they're surrounded with, and because of which they might go into kind of a mental instability, which is to say that such people who are into cult science and also psychology and psychiatry will come up even more, because if there is a problem, universe balances it with a solution. So if you have been considering getting into this field, this is the right time. Ensure that your roots in this particular field, the occult science, the psychology of it, is very, very clear. Because unfortunately, Neelu, I also see that people who learn something, the next day they want to offer it to the public. I would suggest, again, because it's a 2023, which is adding up to a 7, go to the root of it. Once you know, once you've backed it up with your own personal experience and research, then offer it to the public. Otherwise, it can backfire. Your truth will come out that you don't know enough, which obviously we don't know, which is where the identity crisis, depression, and all is can happen. So I'm just giving you all a heads up. So that is going to happen. Then Ayurveda, because what does Ayurveda do? Ayurveda, a lot of these medicines are root medicines, right? Like root of ashwagandha, root of brahmi. So Ayurveda research might happen more, and people might become more accepting of immunity or health enhancement through Ayurvedic remedies. So that's excellent, because also Ayurveda is an ancient technique, and Ketu in itself is ancient, right? It's all connected that way. So those people who might feel a bit untethered, ungrounded, for those people, they can also, because number 7 is also the energy of creativity. Where it is the energy of creativity, that's the positive side of it. The not so great side of it is that there is a little sense of losing yourself into it in terms of escapism, right? So that is a balance that we might want to do at a personal level. My suggestion to everybody would be, get into such therapies as which involve art, which involve painting, dancing, right? Which involve I recently heard this mandala art is coming up, and it also is something which deals with the human psychology. So get into things like those. Then meditation, Reiki, again, which is to do with energy, because Ketu is also that which is there, but it is so minute that you can't see it. Also, there could be, that reminds me, there could be new inventions or discoveries in terms of, in terms of bacteria, or in terms of those which can be visible only through microscope, right? So those things might come up as well, then people generally would feel that if they allow themselves, they have become more intuitive, right? So now the only thing which happens here now is that if you've worked again on your foundation, then you will be able to balance yourself because you'll be able to follow that intuition. And if you haven't, then you would feel, oh, what is this message coming up? Let me seek somebody who will second me for that. So in such a case, be careful that you don't get into the hand of somebody who will make use of it. Because another thing which number 7 is that it's a heart energy. Now, what happens with the heart, and when you don't use your brain, like when that what to say, the signal is not there, or that channel is not there, is that you feel everybody is like you, har koi matlab dil khol ke karo, har kisi ko trust everybody, which is often what backfires in the energy of Ketu. So, which is why remember to do grounding activities. In fact, going forward, we have a surprise for you all. In my work, I don't leave you only with a problem. I give you a solution, irrespective of where you are coming in touch with me. So here too, we are going to have a solution. There's also going to be a relationship reset for a lot of people. Now, this might not be easy for everybody because if we need to go, so you know what happens when we are going back to the roots in a of a plant is also sometimes we need to let go of certain things. Letting go, especially when it comes to relationship, and especially when it comes to those relationships where we feel that we have invested a lot, if that happens, then it feels like a not so great thing to do. You know, so I know that in my consultations, I might hear a lot saying that I've invested 20 years, 30 years, 40 years in this relationship. But still, if the universe is asking, if the universe is indicating towards letting it go, and if you still continue it till 2024, which is where the number 8 energy comes in, then if the karma that gets back to you is not so great, then don't say that I did not. Right? Of course, not easy. I'm telling you already, letting go is never easy. It's a problem. Problems do not feel like they're easy. So that's how it is. It might come out to be. Certain industries, such as the travel industry, the import-export industry, the occult industry, the industry of spirituality, psychiatry, research, they will see an upsurge. They will be banked upon more. So if you're somebody who's already in it or want to get into it, do that. If you're looking for investment, these are the places that you might want to invest in. Some sense of confusion might come in. Why? Because each one of the general energy is go to the, जैसे कहते हैं ना, बात की खाल, the root of a particular thing. So while that energy happens at a mass level, what happens is that at the root of everybody is not always good things, right? So scandals might come up. Okay. So those scandals which you could have never thought would be coming up from these people, right? So those secrets might come up. So my suggestion to you all will be don't gossip.
Right.
Okay. Again, because what goes around comes around. Do not gossip at all. If you know somebody's secret, and you know how sometimes what happens is we do that, we say that, okay, ye share, let me share it. You never know, kisi dusre ka bhala ho jaye. But in this year, I would in fact suggest stay a bit secretive. Hold back a little in terms of such information where you feel that it could be scandalous in the long term. Because you might say it now, but the effect of it will come in 2024. Or also maybe after August. Okay. So that is what NGOs, they might come up. You will hear a lot of these ketos and a lot of these NGOs coming up, expanding, getting more eyeballs. So all of that might happen. I think more or less I've covered. Yeah, superstitions. You see, you know what will happen, and which might be very interesting. This will happen over a period of time, that those things which we thought were superstitious, we will start understanding the reason behind the reason behind the reason of it. And we would say, oh my God, okay, so the black cat did cross my path. It means that. So we will start respecting them. Why? Because it will now be backed with wisdom. And that is something I'm really looking forward to, because at heart, even I'm a researcher.
Fantastic. Very nice, Neha. Thank you. These are the energies of 2023 of 7 across a very, very broad spectrum that Neha has just given us. And as Neha also said, right now, Neha, you said that I will be, because I don't leave anybody like this, I will be giving you a solution or a tip as well. Remember, you already have your gift where the numbers are there and there's a manifestation tip with each number. This is completely different. What is it that you're going to be, because it's a gift again, what is it that you're gifting us to manage the energy of 7 of 2023?
Right. So first, I would also, Neelu, before I go to this awesome gift, I would also like to backtrack a bit because you brought it up about the manifestation technique.
Yes.
Number 7, which is 2023, does in itself come with the power of manifestation. Because for those who are able to go back to their roots and clear what needs to be cleared from there, once they start working on it, they will be able to begin anew. And once you begin anew, you have more power to manifest from a blank slate, which is the reason why this manifestation tip has been included. It is very well thought of. So I hope everybody uses it to the T. So that in itself is a huge gift. Okay? But now, what I'm going to present to you all, if everybody is ready, type yes in the Telegram group, ready for the tip, ready for the hack, is that, okay, so why? So as I said, number 7 might come up with a little energy of, in fact, a lot energy of instability, traveling, etc. Can I provide you something which will work for you at a foundation level? Because anyways, not only are we talking about number 7, we're also speaking about numerology blueprint and neuro-linguistic programming, which you can use easily in your life and also see the effect of it over a period of time. That is what this particular hack or remedy is based on, which you will soon see on your screen.
Just a moment.
Okay.
And
so,
just very quickly, Neha, sorry, just informing everybody, please don't try and take a screenshot. We're going to share this image with you in the call replay, and it's there on the group as well right now. Go ahead.
Right. So this is a powerful image, right? So make this particular image your wallpaper on the phone, or if you are somebody who is working regularly from laptop, so on the laptop, on the tab. In fact, you can print it and you can put it on your wall also. There's a reason behind it. This image will work with the neurons of your brain and will help you in grounding, will help you in positivity, will help you in seeing the vision when you're not able to, when you feel confused in the year 2023. Because again, we are working at a very root level, at a moola level, where we are giving a message to your brain that, hey, honey, there is greenery out there. Also, because Ketu comes with the energy. One of the remedies of Ketu is to go for early morning walks in green grass. So here, this is a technique which I have seen working beautifully for number 7.
And this is, of course, for everybody. Make it your, as you said, Neha, make it your screen on the phone, on the computer. And if you have major enthu in life, take a full-on color printout, stick it on the wall in front of you. This is, of course, not the only thing, only gift Neha has for us. What are we heading into right now?
Yes. Neelu, I have been speaking about numerology MP3. Vasudha also shared in her experience. I wanted to give something extra to everybody who's here, who will listen to us later, and something which aligns with the energy of 2023 also as a solution. So I was wondering, Neelu, if everybody is ready, that we can help them in giving them in kind of making them empowered so that they have the vision, opportunity of vision whenever they feel visionless in 2023. And which is where this numerology MP3 comes into picture. Yes. I was wondering if we can
absolutely do that. And in fact, it is something, it's a meditation that you would be taken through. I do want to add that a lot of people from the beginning, when you must have heard numerology MP3, how is that possible to have a numerology MP3? When it's Neha, it is possible. And what you're going to get to do right now is actually go through that meditation, and we will come back to that, to a conversation on that after you have been through it. Quick question. Purvi's asked, is there any direction we can stick it on the wall? Do we need a direction, Neha? Because when you're with your mobile phone, you're moving in all directions all the time, correct? But how, with that said, and it's a matter of looking at it, right? That's it.
So it should be right in front of your eyes. So,
Right.
which is right in front of, like as soon as you wake up and when you are going for sleep, but mostly as soon as you wake up.
Right. And Diksha has asked, can we keep it for our kids' screens as well?
So,
Children.
right. So depends how old is the child, sorry. Generally, I suggest, but anyways, we stay in the age of digital medium. Generally, I suggest that kids shouldn't look at the screen for long because that gives issues of mercury. But yeah, if there is no other solution, like if it's not that you're not putting them in their playroom or whatever, then you can put it, if they do have a tab, which ideally they shouldn't, but maybe because of online work, they need to have it, then you can put it over
Right. And of course, you mentioned mercury, but there would be a number involved as well, right? It adds issues of which number?
there. Say that again, please.
You said mercury, but I'm saying it would add the issue of a certain number as well, right? So which number would it be?
So, okay, so what happens, it's basically, if somebody is overexposed to the phone, be it adult, be it child, that increases the energy of Rahu. When energy of Rahu gets too much, that brings in inefficiency, instability, confusion. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, I meant to translate it into the number.
Right. So
Give
number
me the
4.
number. Yeah.
Number 4.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
Also, Neelu, I would just like to say that the opposite happens if number 4 is missing. So if somebody is feeling that they're not able to discipline themselves, or they are not able to focus in life, then that usually means that this particular number is missing, and there are ways to include that in life. So it, as I said, customize. It depends.
right. Absolutely. And we are going to go through this meditation right now, people. Neha, any instructions for everybody?
Yes. So even though we are calling it a meditation, everybody, this is more like something which requires your attention. So be in a safe space. Listen to it while grounded, in terms of while you're sitting away from distraction. You're not doing anything, you're not working on machines, especially the sharp machines. So in that environment, close your eyes, probably wear your earphones, close the light if possible, or if you wish to, let's listen to this in that environment.
Fabulous. And Neha, it's a question we always ask. Pregnant women, safe for them?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. And can we have Numerology MP3 1 on, please?
I am the number 1. I choose to carry the energy of leadership, beginnings, and vision within me. I am the essence of the Divine Father, beyond the restrictions of male or female. I exude the energy of direction. My power resides in the navel, and from there I am connected with my highest potential. Putting the right hand on my navel now, and with my mind's eye, I see a white light passage shooting up to the crown chakra. Now, the same white light passage shoots down from my navel to the root chakra now. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathing in and out. This channel gets brighter and stronger and thicker, bringing the awareness to the navel. I'm seeing now the spiral of galaxy here. This is the center of my energy. And the more I see it from my mind's eye, the swirl of the galaxy, the spiral of the galaxy, the more it becomes brighter and the more it expands. This is to remind me that I am a visionary, that others look up to me while I tap into this limitless reservoir. I am on a mission to build a team and accomplish the beautiful vision with every breath I take in this birth. And I'm accomplishing this vision. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. This is to remind me that it is powerful to seek support and cooperation for this vision. I know exactly who will support me in accomplishing this. This vision is beyond me. This vision, which is not necessary to know as per human understanding, but yet it is there, and that is why I, number one, am here. The number one is here. It has always been there. It is why I, number one, is here. It is why number one is here. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. In this journey, I might sometimes feel alone. This is to remind me that I can always reach out to my loved ones in such a time. Communication for my feelings is the key to my vision for which I am here. The number one is here. This is to remember that I bring my own uniqueness to this existence and experience, and for the highest and best for myself and for others, I need to be me. I have to stay true to me, to being me, the number one. I am unique. I am a visionary. If I feel directionless, I put my hand on my navel and let the light guide me. The swirl of the galaxy, the vision that I'm here for. It is easy to reach out to a team and delegate for this vision. Everyone is unique. Breathe in, breathe out. I sit in this remembrance. I sit in my vision, breathing in and breathing out. Hmm.
That was very nice, Neha. And there's no doubt that when there's something as beautiful as music, when you're getting your brain to work with numbers and you're actually not having to do any work, you're just listening, because that is enough. And we're going to, and Soma's already written and saying wonderful experience, and Mamta says thank you. I just want to add here very quickly to, for all of you dear people listening in live here, listening in on the replay, this one MP3 for you to experience right now was also a sample of what's actually fully in store for you. So again, another gift from Neha for you to use this. Listen to it. Neha, once a week, daily, what would be the standard to do that?
Uh, so generally, the MP3s in what we are going to discover now is that I have mindfully curated these 9 MP3s, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There is a particular rhythm in which it can be used, which is very customized to your own numerology blueprint, which will be suggested to you once in the reading. And otherwise, as far as this gift is concerned, that can be utilized on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, and eventually every Sunday.
Nice. And everyone's written in. Sumesh says, wonderful, thank you very much. Suman and Purvi says, beautiful. Number person, I think I've written saying name is Bhavna, I'm not sure, says gratitude. Soma also says, thank you so much for this unique meditation. Shruti says, it was full of vibrations. Somebody else has written saying, voice was very soothing and relaxing. One MP3 you've heard for a few minutes right now. You've experienced it. Imagine having access to all, and then imagine being told that this one in particular is what you need to do these many times, or however, as the expert Neha would be telling you. Imagine what it could do. And in fact, no need to imagine it. Let's find out what's in store for you. And this is some amazing work coming up. Neha, while I get the screen ready for this, there was a question that had come in about A, which is the numerology that you practice, and B, because I've lost the question. I think Sandeep had asked, he's been hearing a lot about Loshu grid, and is numerology better than Losho grid? I would reframe the question and ask, what would be the difference between numerology and Losho grid?
So the technique that I use is actually a mixture of various techniques, which is something that I have found to be very effective over a period of time. Mostly it is Vedic numerology, also because, not to mention, but I'm a very strongly inlet astrologer, and I have seen beautiful results with that. However, wherever possible, wherever I wish to, I need to, I also utilize certain combinations for insights of Losho grid as well. Having said that, it is eventually in a way to provide you the solution. So here we were speaking about, what is so unique about the reading that I will give versus somewhere else, what you've got the reading or you already know of, is exactly this. There is a system of deciphering the blueprint, which I have realized over a period of time, and I use a combination of it. Something like divine triangle, which many might not have even heard of. And within all of these, then I put in these other things to come up with these customized solutions, which again you wouldn't have heard of. So, wherein you might have heard of that if there is a sun remedy, then you go and give Surya Ark, which is also valid over here. However, many times people who do have the missing number 1, they might not be able to wake up early in the morning because they have a situation going on where they're working against the sun.
Right.
So, which is where I prep them up with the numerology MP3, is that eventually the missing number energy gets to a point where it is not so missing anymore, and then align them with their blueprint to then try and give them a customized remedy to help them do it. So basically, I'm helping them bridge the gap between knowing what to do and not being able to.
Right. And also just for the person who would ask the question, it's never about one modality or technique being better than the other, because at the end of the day, it's all about the divine interpretation coming from divination. Divination is from the divine, cannot compare anything.
Right.
Numerology, Losho grid, ancient, divine, each has their own, each has their commonalities. And if somebody experienced like Neha is with both, as the expert, as the healer here, as the practitioner here, combines them because it may be required for you, that is what we call the Sone Pe Suhaga, or the icing on the cake. So that is also there. We will definitely get one or two of you to get a glimpse of how a session with Neha would happen and what shows up. Before that, we are going to tell you what's in store. So stay with us. We're just bringing this up. Okay. You get to align with your numbers and harmonize your life with Neha. There are 3 beautiful personal consultation offers that Neha has for you. Somebody had asked, are you teaching this workshop, or teaching this is not on the cards as of right now. So there is 3 packages that Neha will take us through right away. Neha, tell us what the package A session, personal session is all about.
Right. So the package A is a detailed numerology personal session with remedies, which will include decoding your personal numbers, which is through your date of birth, through your name. It will also help you in knowing yourself better in terms of your karmic lessons as well. Now, karmic lessons often people feel are only those which are making us suffer, which is definitely a part of this. This is where the missing number and all of those, or extra numbers, etc., also come into picture. But karmic lessons are also those lessons which might be operationally happening with you, but I will help you understand how to use it in a better way so that you can streamline your life even more. So it's extra over there. Strengths and weaknesses, that some things that you will just have to accept in life in terms of there isn't an opportunity of moving beyond it, but still through the missing number remedy, we will help you strengthen the roots of it so that in future, sometime you can develop it. It's also important to know the theme of your life. For example, if there is a theme in which there are these patterns which keep repeating themselves. So why are they repeating? Often the question happens that what is my lesson in it? Those are the kind of questions which will be covered in knowing the theme of your life. Then definitely knowing your soul number, how other people perceive you, what is your life path number, what is your personality number, lucky numbers, lucky colors, all of this come into picture, plus the future possibilities. Can I help you in planning your 2023, 24, 25 in a way which is a lot aligned with you to make better decisions in life right away and also as and when they happen. Plus, as you would have already seen, that I fully believe in that it's one glove does not fit all. So there's no glove approach over here. I'm going to give you customized remedies. So if I feel looking at your numbers that you are more prominently aligned with the energy of spoken words, then I'll probably give you a mantra. If you're more aligned in the energy of art, then I'll give you something which is in terms of symbology, so on and so forth. So it depends. And it's going to be highly, highly customized to your specific need and requirement. So this is going to be approximately a 1 hour session in which the first part would be me giving you all of that information. Second part is going to be what you want to ask me in terms of if you have any specific questions. And plus the bonus is that you will get your personalized digital wallpaper. So let's say you come up with a question, if I want this, and if I feel that I can give you a wallpaper which will help you in aligning yourself to that particular energy, then I will suggest you that, or something that I want to include in your life which will help you align more. So that is where that digital wallpaper remedy is coming into picture. And you get a lifetime access to my Stream community group. Now, this again is a community which I have already explained, something which I have developed to bridge the gap of providing you support even after the reading, not just in terms of numerology, but in terms of certain nuggets which I share on a regular basis in the group, certain webinars that I conduct on a regular basis on the group as per the intuition which comes to me, which I feel will help the community. And plus, such that you also feel that it's not that one reading and it's done. You have access to me in terms of any question that you have in terms of the reading. You can ask either in the group or separately. So the idea is to provide you a support group, which I thought was lacking so far. So it's a very how do I say, active community, and wherein we share what we want to in terms of our empowerment. I call it the Stream community, which is the community of auspiciousness. All of this is included in package A.
Before we move on, before we move on, there's actually a question that came in, Neha, which would be relevant to even here. Vikram has written in asking that there are so many languages and the numbers that would add up would be different in each language. And what would you say about that?
Right. So when it comes to languages, yes, there are multiple. However, when we generally utilize our names spelling in terms of world at large, we use mostly one or the other language. So
Right.
if you would look at the screen right now, everybody has used the English spelling of their name. Also, when it comes to forms or when it comes to social media, we generally use one or the other language. So the most prominent language here becomes most relevant, especially when it comes to the name, and which is the suggestion that will be given to you in terms of, if required, in terms of remedy, the spelling change or what needs to be changed. I hope that answers.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Neha. I brought it up because there is, as you've already mentioned, know yourself better, your personal numbers, and basis all this, a lot of other things happening, wonderful bonuses. What would something like this normally cost, Neha?
So as you see the screen, something like this would normally cost in the range of 4498 rupees or $62. All of this included in a normal circumstance, but do we have something special for all of you today?
Absolutely.
And the answer
We're
is
on the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies awesome Shakti Divination Summit. There will always be something special.
absolutely. So for now, this particular package is available to you at just 2,999. rupees or $42. So
Fantastic.
all of this, not just the reading, but the bonuses, etc., everything, the digital wallpaper, all of that is only at 2,999 or $42.
Right. And please remember, people, you already have one. The one that you'll get with this session is going to be personalized to you at only $2,999 or $42, an hour's time of analysis and report, and a lifetime of support. What more do you want? We want more, Neha. So what does package B?
Exactly. So can I make it a lot more sweeter? So here it is. We spoke about these amazing, almost magical numerology MP3s, and which is what I have included in the package B, that you get access to all of this khazana, all of this treasure of 9 numerology MP3s. And why do you require all 9 of them? Well, because at some point in life, either you want to balance an excess number or you want to include a particular energy to achieve what you want. So I'm not giving you any 1 or 2 or only as per your requirement. I'm giving you access to it for a lifetime so that you can come back to it and utilize it at any time that you want. So you not only get everything which was included in the package A, which is the community and the wallpaper, but in this package you also get these numerology MP3s, which I have made using not just numerology but also neurolinguistic programming, ancient wisdom, and word modulation and music, so that it speaks to you, so that it's not something which is like, especially for those people, Nelu, often people used to come to me and say, I'm not able to meditate. So
Right.
this is the solution for those people also who feel that they cannot meditate, they cannot sit at one place. So it's like a conversation, and exactly the conversation that you need to hear to include that number in your life. That is what it is. And it balances out the energy of missing number. It also balances out the energy of if you have any number in excess, which is giving you problem. Because eventually life is all about balance, and which is what these numerology MP3s are doing for you,
Right.
which is included in the package B.
Right. And of course, you'll be sharing very personalized instructions on how to follow the MP3s. I'm so glad you mentioned balancing excessive number energies, because there was a question about somebody saying that there are 3 threes or something like that. So I hope this answers that question for you. Sorry, Sumit wrote 3 ones in a date of birth. And yes, there is difficulty in waking up early. So whatever the impact of 3 ones in a date of birth, Sumit, if you're here, maybe we can bring you on if you're here after this, and you can have 2 minutes with Neha as well. Here, when you take this up, missing and excessive both will be taken care of. And packages always with bonuses. What's happening here?
So here I wanted to give an extra gift, as we always do. In this, we have one personalized neurolinguistic programming technique as per your number. Okay.
Nice.
So what I mean by that is there are certain things which can work extra, which can speak extra to your brain. So in this package, I have included that technique also. Not only are you getting the MP3s, but you are getting that one from my side, which you can utilize for your overall personality development at any time that you want, because it's going to be an audio recording. You can always come back to it. And obviously, how do I recognize what you need? Is because I know your blueprint. So it is not like one random NLP technique from my bank of techniques. No, it is customized to you.
Fantastic. Basis on the numbers, basis your numerology blueprint.
Right.
Superb. And something like this would normally cost, Neha?
Something like this would cost somewhere around $16,649 or $27, because it's highly customized. I mean, even a session of mine is somewhere in that range. So this is what it costs. But however, we have a surprise for you, something sweeter, dessert. Right now, all of this is available. All of this, oh my God, is available only for 3,999 rupees or $55. I'm just saying, guys, it will never be available like this over here. I'm very happy to offer it to you because I really want to, because we are stepping into 2023, where it is all about going back to the roots. And I wanted to offer you all something wherein you know about these roots. And so this sweet offer for you, a 76% of valid only for 24 hours. 3999, 55.
Superb, beautiful, wonderful packages. And as I was saying, do we want more? Yes, we do. What
We
more?
will
I
mange
can
more
imagine.
always.
Always. And we aim to please. So what are you giving us more here, Neha?
Okay, so here is my package C. It's a very powerful package. You are getting all that you are in package B, which is everything that has package A in it. So package B is a plus plus, package C is a plus plus plus. Now, what if I can give you something which will hold your hand for the next 5 years? So I have included 5-year personalized numerology report for everybody who takes package C. Now, this report is a extensive 37-page report. In fact, the number of pages do not matter. What matters is what's the material inside it, which is what I want you all to have. It has your personal year information because there is a frequency which is working with us each year and how we can utilize that. It has information on your health, on your relationship, on your finances for that particular year. It has the missing number analysis, and it has a lot more in it in terms of even personalized remedies. Now, again, what happens is that once we have got the reading done, once I have also told you probably in the first package that this is what is expected in the coming years, we all want something extra. We all, when we get into the year, we want something extra. And which is what this extra, which is what this hand holding this information is as a ready reckoner available for you alongside the recording of your numerology blueprint, which you can always refer back to, which you can also always fall back on. Like you can always come back in 2024 to see, okay, what does my year of this says and what is it that I can do personalized for it? What are my personal remedies, connections, combinations, which are working for me, and how do I make use of it to the best of my knowledge? That is included in package C.
Superb. And as you say, Neha, awareness is empowerment. And that's the beauty of the 5-year report. It's not just a general thing that your health will be A this year, B that year, and C that year. It is customized to you with customized solutions. So keywords being customized. And there's a lovely bonus here as well, Neha.
Yes. So you get the NLP technique here as well. Again, I'm saying it lightly, but don't take NLP techniques lightly because they work at a brain level. I mean, I do neurolinguistic programming sessions wherein people have told me that their life has shifted. It has taken a 360-degree turn, which is what these techniques help you in. You do get the digital wallpaper. You do get a lifetime access to my stream community. Plus, you get your mobile numerology analysis. So we were speaking about numbers. What is this other number that you utilize on a daily basis? Isn't it your mobile number? I will give you suggestions for an alternative number, including how your current mobile number is working for you. So I'll give you an option that do you want to not just shift your life, but shift your life to a higher extent? Then here is one extra solution from my side. Are you ready? This is what will be included in package C alongside the extensive report. So all of this usually is at $21,607 or $296. However, for now, it is available at just $5,999 or $83. The numerology analysis, the NLP technique, which is personalized, the personal digital wallpaper, lifetime access to my community, plus the mobile numerology analysis, and plus the report. 1 hour with me. So all of these 7 things, a whooping discount. And for now, it is available at $5,999 or $83.
Superb. Valid for 24 hours only, people. It is, as I mentioned right in the beginning, this is a numbers game, literally, that is happening. And there you have it. You have 3 options with your numerology blueprint, with your missing numbers and how to fulfill your life into your future with 3 wonderful sessions, options with fabulous bonuses with Neha. Payment links, are already on the Telegram group, will be in the call replay as well. You basically, if you're looking to empower your life by knowing your personal blueprint, you start now with Neha. Amazing, amazing, fabulous offers, Neha, not just in the reading of it, the analysis of it, the absolute customization of it, the fabulous bonuses, superb, very, very nice offers. And while we have, because I'm imagining this, that people are scrambling for their credit cards or whatever, clicking on the link. While that's happening, let's just give everybody a quick glimpse into what a session with you would look like. Sumit, you had mentioned 3 ones. Are you here? Remember, people, I'm repeating this again. We will want you on video. And Sumit is here. Thank you. This is being live streamed on YouTube as we speak. Call replays are publicly available. So please be mindful of that. Okay. Can we have Sumit spotlighted with Neha, please?
Namaskar, Sumit ji.
Namaskar ji.
Yes, Sumit ji.
Please go ahead.
Yes. So what is your date of birth, please?
1st December 1965.
1st December 1965. Okay. Give me a second.
Is this the first time for you here, Sumit?
Yeah, first time.
First time attending a summit with us?
Anji.
Array, very nice. A big hello to you. Where are you joining us from?
From Chennai.
Ah, fabulous. One of my favorite cities.
Favorite for me too. Been home for the last 45 years over here.
Oh, fantastic. I've actually lived there for 2 years.
Okay.
As a child, in my childhood. So yeah, it's definitely on my top 10 favorite cities list.
Okay. So, Sumitri, 1 second. Okay. Now, when it comes to 1st December 1965, couple of questions that I have from you is that, it is not, while it is not so tough for you to get into a leadership role, where you sometimes do know that this is the vision that you want to follow. However, will I be right if I say that certain times while you are in the middle of it, there is a certain sense of, kind of going back to the ground again and again, like a restart kind of a situation happens with you again and again, and which per se you don't have a problem with, but often you feel, oh, I wish there was a little more stability, or I wish I did not have to do it so often as I have to do it right now, because in your mind, what you're thinking is such a waste of.
Yeah, it resonates with me.
Sorry?
It resonates with me. It has happened.
Yeah, yeah. So, and the other thing is that lately, not lately, in fact, since some time, you would have started to see that there is a little sense of already knowing it. Like often you tell yourself, I thought of it. Why did I not believe it? Yeah. I could have made better. Like I could have just followed what I already knew, and I would have been able to make better decisions.
Yeah, I have been having that information many times with me.
Right.
And yes, many times I haven't followed it also. Most of the
Right.
times I have not followed. I've second guessed myself.
Exactly. Absolutely. So, yeah. So there is a little thing which is kind of, if you will include in it, which is falling back on the intuitions, or let's say the internal wisdom that you already have.
Yeah.
Then not only will you be able to make better decisions in life, but this backtracking which happens, you will be able to handle that in a better way. Or even if that backtracking is happening, then it will now happen with a purpose. Okay. So sometimes what happens in life is that we become too practical. Okay. That if only I have everything in place, that A, B, C, D, all these days planned for me. Let's say if I'm going out for a vacation, if everything is planned for me, I feel most comfortable. Okay. But for you, remember that missing link, that cipher which will open up the magical message for you is to include something which can help you in, connecting back to your intuition, to your mind, to your heart, and to your, that mental connection as well, that what I'm thinking is right. So it's about bringing that from here into the body exposure of action.
Got it.
Okay, so not too much practical, but so over a period of time, Sumitji, if it hasn't already started to happen, how that can reflect in a bodily condition is that it can give us joint pains. Okay, why? Because there is a little sense of friction in terms of movement. Opportunities are of movement, but you are resisting it. So if friction ho jata hai, and that gives joint pains.
Okay. Very interesting.
So everything which is happening here, like it's in your blueprint, is also an indicative of how it is figuring out in your, not just in your life in terms of situations, but also in your body. Like what are the most, so which is what I do. Like, can I oversee a health concern with you, which if you take care of right now, it will not happen, because at the end of the day, and because you are practical, Sumitji, you will understand. If you have everything, but your body's health is not in your hand, then it almost feels like kuch nahi hai. There's nothing.
100% agreed.
Absolutely. So the idea is to have not just our emotional and mental plane in mind, but also our physical plane in mind, and which is the kind of work that I do. That I'm not only working at mind, but I'm working at mind, body, and soul, because it's the mixture of that which makes up. So which is your missing link, sir? Practicality तो है अपने बहुत. हम थोड़ा सा अगर एक that openness with which we will live, for which I'm just letting you know what you need to include in your life is a number 4, and also rely on the inner wisdom of number 3. Okay, sir. So once you start doing that, it will be good for you. What will work best for you actually is, okay, has there ever been any bija mantra which has been given to you by any guru, or that your lineage has been chanting for a while, if you know of any?
No. Like I mentioned, we are in Chennai, so we don't have the जो कुल गुरु बोलते हैं वैसे तो कुछ पता नहीं है. My parents came here so many years back, and no grandparents per se were there to pass on this information. So there's no Bij mantra also passed on to me by my dad. I don't have anything like that.
Okay. So so if it is not there, then probably what you can do is that when it comes to okay, so you can free some birds. Okay, so caged birds, you can free them. And also, while you're freeing them, please ensure that it is done in an environment where there are no predators.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Sumitji, I hope it helped. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sumit. And what's interesting here, Neha, is that you also brought up the fact that this is the number that's missing. Sumit, you want to make changes in life? Fabulous offers are there for you. Just letting you know, just reminding you.
Yeah.
And because Neha had said we'll take 1-2 people on. We are a little past time, but we'll make an exception. Let's just get one more person on. Why I want to do this, Neha, is because for everybody to see, Sumit came on, he had written 3 ones. What does it mean? Came on, Neha just took date of birth, and she told him things. He didn't say, I have this issue in life. I am very practical, but things, nothing. And this is a huge part of the power of the work that Neha does with your blueprint, with your missing numbers. At a quick glance, imagine the same thing, Sumit, in a 1-hour session. What can happen? Imagine the possibilities, right? So we will take one more person on. It's been, again, weirdly enough, Neha, the last few, very coincidentally, we've had people who've never been on, coming on first time on a call.
Wow.
And funnily enough, we've had them brought on as well, because these are random selections, absolutely random selections. I can see Madhvi. Is this the first time here for you? Give me a nod. First call here with us. Your lucky day as well. Let's bring you on. So T Madhvi, can we have her with?
Hey Madhavi, namaste. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes, honey. Tell me your date of birth, please.
28th July.
28th July.
Madhvi, can you repeat that?
1979.
And what was the date? Neha, did you get that? Is it 20 or 28?
28.
28th. Okay.
So 28/7/1979. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Okay.
Madhvi, where are you joining us from today?
Andhra Pradesh.
Nice.
Vijayawada.
Lovely. And how did you hear about the summit?
I'm doing your summits every day, but today I have been confident enough to unmute myself and come on the camera. Today is my lucky day. You picked up. Thank you so much.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Very nice.
Thank you so much.
And I'm so glad you decided to do that.
I really like the way you interact, like your way of communication, like is super friendly. I love your style of communication, ma'am. I really enjoy you, the way you interact with the whole, like the teachers who are conducting these classes. It's good. It's
Oh, thank you.
Person either to professional is awesome.
Thank you so much, Madhvi. Neha, I think Madhvi's lucky day with my lucky day also.
Compliment.
Yes. Receive.
Received. Also, because Madhavi, your heart is very big, by the way. How many times have you been duped in the past? Dhokha kitna mila hai, Madhavi?
Ma'am, uncountable. I'm still feeling.
She's
I'm
laughing.
I
She's
didn't get it.
resonating. You can see it on her face.
Oh,
So it's okay. Take your time. Take a moment, Madhvi. Relax. It's all good. It's all good.
I'm strong.
I'm also getting goosebumps. Madhavi, this is your time of healing. Every tear which is coming out of your eyes is healing you. Take your time. Don't stop it. You deserve this release, honey. You deserve this release.
I'm better.
You will be better now. You're here now. You will be better. Isn't that the idea? Okay, honey. So, Madhavi, the beautiful thing about you is that someone whom you call your friend, you will not, I mean, they will know that you have their back. But on the other hand, it's not easy to be your friend. You are not easily befriending everybody. Okay, so do know that when it comes to one thing which you need to kind of work on is the thought process. If you are somehow able to add that missing number in your life to change that thought process, and for you that is a number 3, you will see your life changing like this. I guarantee you.
Okay.
Okay, because it's
advised to write this angel number on my wrist. So
No.
I will take a concession. Like, okay, no? Okay.
I'm sorry, did I hear that you're saying that if I write that number on my wrist?
Yeah, someone advised me to write this angel number over here, like with green pen. But I didn't do it recently.
Okay, see, if somebody advised you, I'm sure they would have seen something. So let's honor that. Continue doing whatever you've been doing. I'm sure they must have also seen something. And that is valid too. However, what I'm telling you is to add a number 3 in your life. What you can do for that is that you can feed this thing. Is there another word for good? Jaggery in
Jaggery. Yeah. It is jaggery. Good is jaggery.
right? So get yourself some pure jaggery, pure. It should be pure. So,
Okay.
so do some karam, do some action to find out where the pure jaggery is available in your area, and feed that to cows. Now, again, cows might not be easily available for you, so do that karam. Do that action of looking for a cow, even if that means every day you have to go out. Okay.
Okay.
Second thing. Okay. Fast on every Tuesday.
Okay.
Now, what does fasting mean? Okay.
Yes.
So what does fasting mean? Fasting on a Tuesday means that you will eat food which is only either fruits or anything which is not grains, anaj as we call it. So no wheat, no rice. At least in north of India, we call it falahar, which is basically, I'm not getting the English name of it, but it is actually watercress atta, flour.
No, gluten-free, basically. You're looking at gluten-free.
Okay.
Yeah, no, because atta, right, all of that would come into that. And even so imagine if you do Navratri fast, for example, Madhvi, imagine that fast, that kind of fast.
Okay.
So correct, yeah. So no gluten, so no roti, no rice.
Okay.
Yeah. And Neha, since you're saying Tuesday fasting, fruits and whatever, anything else, please tell her.
Yeah, and sweet. It should be sweet, no salt.
No salts.
Okay.
Okay, so sweet means that you can add honey, again, pure honey in it. You can add jaggery, you can add sugar. I don't recommend sugar generally because it is processed.
Okay.
So my suggestion would be the jaggery or this thing. And then definitely work with somebody who can help you make a decision in life where you do not over rely on people, where eventually they make use of you or take advantage.
Yeah, and one of the first people that you can work with for that, Madhvi, is Neha, by the way. Let me just add that on.
Yes, definitely.
If you do decide to go for any of the packages, that numerology number 3 is for you. Also, the numerology number 4 is for you to become a bit, I call it better in decision making. And
sorry, your voice keeps breaking, and I'm just taking a guess at what she said. Ki mera aise hi chal raha hai abhi main, you know, that life is going like this only, and I don't know what to do. Something like that, I think Madhvi is saying. And Neha has just suggested to you, right? 3 and 4 would be the MP3s that she would definitely have look at on a personalized level, correct?
And I will give you that your own NLP technique also. If you go for the package. So yeah, so far this, but do know that you deserve the happiness that you're looking for.
Thank you.
Thanks, Madhavi. Thank you so much for coming here.
Thanks, Madhvi. And keep that beautiful smile on your face always. And that smile will expand when you do the work for yourself that A, Neha has already suggested here for you, and B, if you continue your journey further with Neha, which is highly recommended, by the way. So Neha, we are at time. We are past time. We did say we would do this. So we did, because that's what we do. We stay with our word. People, Neha is back tomorrow evening, 6:30 p.m. Same time, same place. Come back again for more of this before we sign off for tonight, giving you a quick reminder that you have 3 wonderful session options available with Neha, ranging from 2,999 rupees or $42 to 3,999 rupees or $55, and which also includes the numerology MP3s, and your third package for 5,999 rupees or $83, which includes everything possible under the sun from package A and B, and your 5-year personalized, customized support, empowerment, awareness, 5-year blueprint as well. Fabulous offers, Neha. What a call. Loved it, thoroughly enjoyed it. A very different aspect of numerology coming in, and your experience across work is so obvious and so clear. I'm so glad we were able to get Sumit and Madhvi on, because we all got to see that one more time. Neha, before we say bye to everybody, any last words you want to leave us with?
I would just look forward to coming back and giving a lot more tomorrow as well at 6:30 for everybody join in. The other thing that I would like to just add before we leave for the day is that why now? Okay, why now? Why am I offering this now? The reason is I did speak about 2023 predictions, that it is a time to strengthen our roots. How will we strengthen our roots till the time we don't look at it? But what is it that I need to work on? Right? So, which is one of the main reason why I'm offering these services with so many inclusions now. I've never included all of this
Right.
in any of my readings. But now I'm including all these tools, all these bonuses, because I really feel that those who want to benefit, those who go ahead and take that decision for themselves, they will be able to align their life now onwards, in also in terms of the energies that we are expecting in the coming years.
Right.
And which is again one of the reason why I'm giving them a lifetime access. So that it's not that they need to come back to me again in 2004 or 5, Neha, now has anything changed? I'm telling you already with the 5-year report that take it, no, take it.
Right. Very nice. People, as Neha said, root. What's at the root of it? Getting that root done, rechecked, replanted for your tree to grow in the future. That's what your numerology blueprint, your missing numbers, your ability to fill that up will come with Neha. We will see you. And people, reminder, these kind of offers, Neha herself on her own platforms, it's not there. It is only on this, the Mystic Lotus platform across the summit, that you will get offers like these nowhere else.
And also never again.
Never again. Grab your opportunity. When opportunity comes knocking, doesn't have to be the door, can be the window also. What do? You open it and you welcome it in. So with that, Neha, thank you once again for a fabulous call. Much love to you and everybody. We will see you tomorrow evening. Good night from all of us at Team Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies.
Thank you, Neelu. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Namaskar. See you soon. Bye.